Hey everybody and welcome back to another episode of Kickstarter Crap. Today the we're going to look at is called ST Impact Ball. Reduce play and sport-related brain injuries. Or not because you can't reduce them with this piece of shit.
This is no way to protect your child on a playground.
It's not? I'm not safe? I'm not safe?
Sonam Technologies has developed a simple, easy-to-use product that can identify the risk of brain injury before it happens, the ST Impact Ball. This technology can be used on playgrounds, sports fields, or anywhere where there's a risk of a head impacting the ground.
It can be used anywhere there's a risk of a head impacting the ground. Newsflash, bitch! That's everywhere. Everywhere except the International Space Station. Everywhere you walk on Earth, there's a risk of your head impacting the ground. You and your beloved children's heads. You could walk out of your house tomorrow, and your head could impact the ground. Your child's head could impact the ground. All of your children's heads could impact the ground.
Every year, over 110,000 children under the age of 15 are treated for a traumatic brain injury from sports and recreation activities.
Okay, I'll give you that. 110,000 injuries, that's a lot of injuries. That's at least a handful of injuries. But you know what's not going to prevent or even reduce those injuries? Is choosing to drop a ball over using your parental judgment.
The younger the age group, the higher the risk for traumatic brain injury on a playground.
The younger the age group, the higher the chance of traumatic brain injury. Whoa, did you need to get a PhD to figure that one out?
Yeah, traumatic brain injury. I wonder why. Could it have something to do with the fact that the soft spot on their head hasn't quite hardened up? Their skulls are still about as thin as a fucking eggshell. Maybe it has anything to do with that? Yeah, probably. Don't take your kids to the concrete playground and let them run backwards. How about that? How about when they're getting a little rowdy, instead of, saying, "Oh, I wonder if there's enough sawdust on the playground. Maybe we might need to import some more sawdust. Hey boys, we need more sawdust. Little Timmy's about to break his neck."
The playground and sports field owners can now manage the surface to a brain injury risk level that they determine to be acceptable.
I find it funny and also humorous that he mentions you should assess the level of risk associated with your particular play yard after using his drop ball. You should be doing that anyway, parents. You should be able to know if you drop a cantaloupe on a pile of wood chips, whether or not it is going to break or cause damage to the cantaloupe. In this clip, we drop the ball in a very metal playground. In this clip, we drop the ball in a very metal playground. In this clip, we drop the ball in a very metal playground. Yo, iDubbbz, what's your point, man? What's your point? What point are you bringing up, man? My extremely logical point is that in all the examples, they drop the shit ball from atop a metal castle. A castle made of cast iron. What happens when a child's skull hits cast iron? Well, it's most likely to crack open. So, maybe you should be, less concerned about children's skulls cracking open on the things around them, and instead focus more on making sure that your child is well educated on the risks and challenges of running around on a play yard like a fucking idiot.
If high brain injury risk levels are found, many quick and cost-effective solutions to mitigate this risk exist, allowing play to continue.
Quick and cost-effective solutions like raking the wood chips. Okay, I can see how that would work out. You bring your rake to the play yard before the kids get on there. You say, hold up, kids. We gotta do the drop test. Boom. Oh yeah, guys, my readout is saying that it's 99% chance of fatality. Can't have you playing here. First, I just gotta rake it up. As soon as I'm done leveling this baby out, you're going to be good to go. It's pretty obvious that this data means fuck all when you have common sense, but just to, further explain how bullshit this data is, I will point to this example, which shows a surface as engineered wood fiber from about 10 feet in the air. And then if you scroll down, we have an example where they're also dropping it into engineered wood fiber, but it's from 6 feet in the air. The problem is, here it says that minor brain injury and moderate brain injury are 100%, as opposed to the one that is a much higher height, and it says, minor injury is only 78% and moderate is only 38%. Either A, they have an extremely inconsistent, shitty product that gives all sorts of readouts, or B, it's a consistent product that gives consistent readouts, but they decided to just say, fuck it, let's put a bunch of random data on our website that doesn't actually make any sense. If you pledge $200, you can rent one for a week. 1 week. You can rent it for a week. 1 week. Naturally, if you pledge $400, you can rent it for 3 weeks. And finally, for $2,500, you will receive an ST Impact Ball complete with software, tablet, and carrying case. I'd venture to guess for $2,500, you could just replace all the, wood chips or whatever the fuck you have in the local play yard with, I don't know, a ball pit. You can make the whole thing a ball pit. That's safe, right? No, someone's gonna comment and be like, kids choke on those balls, iDubbbz. Kids choke on those balls. So be it. Let them choke on the balls. I think one of my main problems is that if you're so concerned with little Billy's soft, malleable head, you should put little Billy in a hard hat 24/7, alright? Put a little autism helmet on him and send him off. Because at school, you're not watching little fucking Billy at school. You know what exists at school, people? A fucking play yard. Wanna know what was at my play yard at school? Asphalt. Asphalt as far as the eye can see. You know what else there was? There was a spider web. A metal spider web that went up 10 feet. So you went up to the top of the metal dome spider web, and then kids would just fall through onto the sand. Knock the wind out of their fucking little torsos. They'd be choking. But you know what happened? They didn't do that again because they realized that that was a problem. This is why you need to introduce your kids to risk very early on, right? I know that my main audience here on YouTube are, the rich demographic of, 24 to 28-year-olds who are just getting into the habit of shitting out kids. So I'm speaking to you right now. Little thing called, risk introduction. Introduce the child to some risk. If you have a little 2-year-old and he hasn't, scraped his knee yet, you need to make sure that little fucker scrapes his knee. Here's a little example for you. Little Jaquan is sliding down the slide. What you don't do is wait on the base of the slide to catch him. Oh, very good. Good job, Jaquan. What you do is you let that little motherfucker slide all the way down full bore and eat shit at the bottom. He's not going to die. He's going to faceplant, and he's going to be peeved. He's going to be hella peeved that you didn't catch him, that he got hurt. But he's going to fucking remember that. He's going to remember that shit. He's going to say, maybe I want to be a little bit more controlled when I'm going down the slide. Maybe when I'm running through the play yard, I don't want to run backward into the metal castle. Maybe that's not what I want to do. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been another episode of Kickstarter Crap, taking a look at ST Ball. I hope you enjoyed watching. Remember, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.com/iDubbbzTV. And remember to tune in next time when I binge on some Breaking Bad. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been another episode of Kickstarter Crap, taking a look at ST Ball. I hope you enjoyed watching. Remember, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.com/iDubbbzTV. And remember to tune in next time when I binge on some Breaking Bad.
You filmed the whole thing.
That seems like an unjustifiably large sum of money just to have a bunch of fat guys stand around at Valve headquarters. I imagine they'd probably be doing that on their own. Just put the t-shirts on the guys that are taking the tours every day. I imagine that would probably get someone's attention. Where the fuck does this money go to? Whoa,
Hold up. They one of them crystal balls? Crystal balls? Know the risk? You can't know the risk. It's not a crystal ball. It would have to be a crystal ball for you to know the risk. You can kind of guesstimate, you can kind of assume with the accelerometer that it might have some sort of calculations, but it ain't gonna be no more than that. Little Timmy might have a thick skull. Little Timmy might not even have a spinal cord. He might not have a spinal cord. So how is this gonna affect him?